Hello dear children, welcome to my class. So dear children, we are in the science session and this is our lesson number 1, knowing my body. So let's start. So kids, as you all are aware, our body has many different parts and each part of our body helps us do different activities in our daily lives. So this is our wonderful body, and as we know that each part of this body has a different name. But as we have learned in our previous classes that our whole body can be divided into three main parts, that is head, trunk and limbs. So kids, as you can see, this is our topmost and the most important body part, that is our head. Okay, here I have taken a picture where I can show you the trunk. Chest and abdomen are the two main parts of the trunk, whereas the arms and legs in our body are called limbs. So kids, here we have come to our sense organs. We have 5 sense organs. Eyes to see, nose to smell, tongue to taste, ear to hear, and skin to feel. Here comes the picture of bone and muscle. Kids, we have 206 bones. Bones are hard to touch. They give shape and support to our body. So it is very necessary to protect our bones. So we have 206 hard bones. This is the bone. Now here comes the muscle. This is the picture of muscle. Muscles are soft to touch. They cover all the bones. Okay? Muscles are covering all the bones of our body. Our body has more than 600 soft muscles. More than 600 soft muscles which are attached to the bones. Muscles are helping the bones to move. Do you know, tongue is one of the strongest muscle in our body. I have just taken the quick recap of our grade 1 and grade 2 topic on EVS, my body. Now let's start our third grade class with lesson number 1 of science, knowing my body. Firstly, skin is the largest organ of our body. Yes, it is one of the largest sense organ of our body. The skin is covering all the muscles. Yes, it covers the muscles. Muscles cover the bones and help them to move. Bones protect the delicate organs of our body. Every organ performs different functions that help our body work efficiently. So my dear children, as you can see, here I have taken a picture of cells, tissue and organ. Our whole body is made up of cells. Cell is a basic and the smallest unit of life that can reproduce independently. There are different kind of cells in our body. The same kind of cells, they join together to form a tissue. Similarly, a group of different tissues form an organ. Okay? An organ that perform a particular function. Many organs work together to form an organ system. cells. So same kind of cells join together to form tissue, and different tissues form an organ. Many organs work together to form an organ system. So kids, as you can see, here I have made a list of external organs and some of internal organs as well. Okay, because our whole body has external and internal organs. External organs are present on the surface of the body. The organs that are visible to us are called external organs. Example are head, shoulders, arms, legs. These are all the parts of the external body parts. The other external organs like eyes, nose, ears, tongue, skin are together known as sense organs. They are also the part of external organs. Now coming to internal organs. Internal organs are the organs that are present inside the body. Organs that are inside the body and cannot be seen directly are called internal organs. Example, brain, heart, lungs, stomach, kidneys, liver are all the examples of internal organs. Now kids, let us learn in detail about some of the important internal organs of our body. So let's start. Kids, have you ever wondered how we solve a mathematical problem? We can tell 2 plus 2 is 4, 5 minus 3 is 2. So how we are able to solve this mathematical problem? It is one of the several activities that our brain helps us perform. The brain helps us think and remember events, solve the maths problems, make decisions, and also to communicate our feelings and thoughts. It controls muscle movement. The brain controls voluntary actions like clapping, reading, and eating. It also controls involuntary actions like breathing and blinking. As you can see, here is the picture of brain. This is the picture of a brain. The brain consists of three major parts. Okay, in the parts of the brain, we are having three major parts. So the first one is cerebrum. Cerebrum, it is the largest part of the brain. It enables us to think, imagine, react to a message from our sense organ and remember information. So in simple words, cerebrum is helping us to think, imagine, react to the messages of sense organs and to remember the information we are collecting throughout the day. The second major part of our brain is cerebellum. It is located below the cerebrum. Okay, as you can see in the picture, it is located below the cerebrum. It controls our muscle movements and also helps us to maintain the physical balance. Basically, the cerebellum is helping us for the muscle movements and to maintain physical balance. Let's go to the third major part of the brain, that is medulla oblongata. It is located above the neck and connects the brain with the spinal cord. It controls breathing, heart functioning, digestion and so on. It also keeps our brain active even during sleep. So even when we are sleeping, because of medulla oblongata, our brain is active even when we are sleeping. So this was all about our brain. So there are three major parts: cerebrum, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Now let's do the next one. This is the image of the heart. The heart is a muscular hollow structure located in the chest and slightly towards the left. Okay. The heart is the size of your fist. Okay kids, as you can see in the picture, the heart is the size of your fist. It pumps blood through a system of blood vessels. The blood vessels that carry blood from the heart to the other parts of the body are known as arteries. Okay, what do the arteries do? They carry blood from the heart to the other parts of the body. Blood vessels that bring blood back to the heart from the other parts of the body are known as veins. Okay, so veins brings blood back to the heart from the other parts of the body. When the heart beats, it makes the sound. During exercise, our heart naturally beats faster to supply blood to our muscles. The more intensely we exercise, the faster our heart beats. Third internal part, that is stomach. See, there are different kind of food here. So when we eat all this food, it passes to our mouth to a pipe-like structure. This pipe-like structure is called food pipe. The food pipe empties the food into the J-shaped structure. And this J-shaped sac is called our stomach. Stomach is an elastic organ located in the upper abdomen. It stores and churns food with its strong muscle. It also breaks the food into tiny particles, and these get mixed with digestive juices produced inside the stomach. Then the food is released into the small intestine for further digestion. So this shape from here, this part is called small intestine. So basically our stomach is doing storing and churning of food, then breaking the food into tiny particles so that the food can mix easily along with the digestive juices. These digestive juices are produced inside the stomach itself. Okay kids, so our food from the mouth, it passes through the food pipe, then to the stomach, and then finally it is released into the small intestine. Let's go to the next body part. As you can see on the screen, there are two pictures. First, we are going to do the lungs. The lungs are two sacs placed inside the chest cavity. The left lung is slightly smaller than the right lung. Lungs help us to breathe. They filter oxygen when we breathe in and expel carbon dioxide when we breathe out. So lungs are helping us to filter the oxygen and expel the carbon dioxide. Now we have come to the last internal organ, that is kidneys. Kidneys are bean-shaped organs in the abdominal region. We have two kidneys, 1, 2. one on the right side and one on the left side. The right kidney is slightly smaller than the left kidney. The kidneys filter and remove the excess salt and water from our body in the form of urine. So basically, kidneys are helping for filtering and removing the excess salt and water from our body. So here we have completed our internal organs. So kids, as you can see, these are the internal organs. Here it is our brain, which is also there in our book. Then we are having the heart. Again, this also we are having in the book. Then comes the stomach, the J-shaped sac. It is also given in our book. Next is kidneys, the bean shaped, right? 2 kidneys. This also we have in our book. Next is, this picture is of intestines. So we are having large intestines and small intestines. But as of now, we are not having the intestines in our book. Here, this organ is called liver. This organ is called liver. These sacs are called lungs. Okay, this organ is called lungs. Here it is thyroid. This gland is thyroid gland. Okay kids, so these are all the internal human organs. For fit and healthy organs, here are some tips to keep our organs healthy. Play both indoor and outdoor games such as crossword, riddles, football and cricket. So kids, I hope you can understand indoor games and outdoor games. Both are equally important for our growth. Okay. Exercise regularly in places where you can get fresh air. As you can see here, the kids are doing the exercise. Drink plenty of water. Very important and very easy to follow. Drink as much as water possible for you to drink. Okay. Next is eat fresh fruits, vegetables, dairy. Eat foods that are rich in fiber such as cereals, grains and bread to keep your organs strong and healthy. And last is rest and sleep well for at least 8 hours in a day. So we should sleep early and we should make sure we are getting up also early every day. Okay, to have healthy and fit organs. So here we have completed our lesson number 1, knowing my body. Let's quickly take a recap. The brain controls all our activities and help us think and remember. Next, the heart pumps blood to all parts of the body. Next, the lungs help in breathing. Next, the kidneys filter out wastewater from our body. Next, the stomach helps digest food. And last, we should eat healthy food, exercise regularly, rest and sleep well. Okay kids, so that is voluntary. Do something willingly with your wish. Involuntary. Do something unknowingly or you can say automatically. Abdomen, the part of the body below the chest that contains internal organs such as stomach and intestine. Churn means to beat, move or stir something. So thank you all kids for listening me out. I hope you all understood the lesson number 1. Bye bye. See you all in the next session.